here we go again.
Yep.
Another great episode of Hunting for Glory podcast.
And we got the B.O. Beaster on. How you doing, Bob?
What's up, boys?
Yeah. Yeah, so what's new, man?
Working,
Yeah.
doing comedy.
Yeah, so
Much else.
for the people that don't know you, obviously I know you, we know you well. Describe yourself. Describe who you are, what you do. I know you're a man of many traits. You got an incredible mustache,
Thanks, buddy.
Tantalizing the ladies.
Yeah.
You
Who
know-
I am, describe myself. I'm an entrepreneur, run a few businesses, comedian. Those two things take up most of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's jump into it. Like Sunrise, that's kind of how I met you, you guys were big, you and Chris were big fight fans, and we do the promotion, and you guys, really fight enthusiasts to the max. That's kind of how we kicked off, but can you describe Sunrise? What an incredible company, and just kind of the start, what came to be.
Where are you guys based out of?
St. Charles. So I was doing sales for a competitor in 2018, and I think I did 3 months doing sales.
Of what type of sales?
Insurance adjusting.
Okay.
So that's what Sunrise is, insurance adjusting, public adjusting company.
Uh-huh.
And Chris pulled me aside and said, "You want to start a company?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, this is stupid easy. We should be doing this." And I was at that time I was doing sales, but I was also a software engineer, and I absolutely hated it. Like, no part of me liked that at all.
Did you go to school for that? For
Yeah.
software engineering? Yeah.
Corporate America?
No, it was just you have to have that mind to be able to sit and look at lines of code. The problem with software engineering is you can't Google why your software doesn't work. You wrote it. So if something's not working, you got to figure it out, and I don't like that. So my wife and I don't fight much. I'm an asshole, but we don't fight much. When we used
At
to
least
fight,
you're honest,
it was always because I couldn't figure out a bug or something, and I would hit the walls and freak the fuck out, and
A little bit of an anger issue you got going on there.
because I couldn't figure out the bug.
Yeah. And what your first year, what'd you guys do?
We probably did $5.5 million the first year.
Really?
Wow. Impressive.
Four and a half to $5.5 million.
And what are you guys about now? What was your biggest year?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So we're about to expand. So this time next year, so the end of the season next year, we want to be. We'll be in Bloomington as well. We have solar.
So you'd open a second location?
Yeah. So if we're not at 25 million this time next year, it'll be somewhat of a failure.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Bob, what is it exactly you guys do? I know I have a really good idea what you guys do, but tell us what you really...
So we focus mainly on hail and wind claims. So whole losses, so we don't come out and just do repairs. If your entire roof or all of your siding is destroyed from hail, wind, flood, fire, we will act on behalf of the insured to make sure that their claim is indemnified, so to be restored to new.
Yeah, okay.
So, most people don't want to work with their insurance company, and that's where we come into play. So we also, because we're public adjusters, we're licensed through the state the same way State Farm is, So we know how to get the most amount of money and make sure that the homeowner's, right.
Okay.
When I came into the industry, State Farm was the best company to have. Now they're really, really tricky,
Really?
Really tricky. So, and they're the largest insurer.
Yeah.
By far.
Well, we know this insurance is a racket. I mean, fucking government, they make you pay all the time, and then you pay for 20 years, you try to make a claim. Nope, sorry.
Sorry.
It's what have I been paying all this time? It's
Yep.
but I guess what you guys do, you guys make sure that these insurance companies are held liable.
Yeah, so with State Farm in particular, they're going to deny most homeowners right off the rip. It doesn't matter what happened at the house, or no, that's not what that is. So we do a lot of appraisal processes, which is it takes the insurance out of it. So a lot of times it ends up in front of an umpire, which is a retired judge, So
Okay.
So
Easy
you
price.
said you do jujitsu, right? Is that when you got into jits or no?
No, I went to my first gym when I was 15 or 16.
So you've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, but I'm like the I mean, Rich owns a gym, so I'm like the classic guy of I either get injured or life comes up, and then I continue to pay the membership and don't go. You know,
It's tough to stick with the stuff.
No.
Have you ever hunted or fished?
I fished a lot growing up. I never hunted,
No.
but we had a cabin up on Castle Rock Lake.
Yeah, I fished it
Yeah.
my whole life. Petenwell Dam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were on the Petenwell side or the Castle Rock side?
Castle Rock side.
Yeah.
I fished them both. That's a great
So that's where I grew up, essentially. Like I grew up here, but every single
Mesita,
weekend I was
Mauston.
up there. What's up?
Mauston area.
Yeah, ours was in Friendship.
Okay. Yeah. You ever been to Buckhorn Bridge?
I don't think so.
There's a Buckhorn Bridge. That was in the backwaters of Castle Rock Lake with the Dirty Turtle bar.
Yeah, the Dirty Turtle.
Oh, yeah, I
Yep.
had a lot of good nights at Dirty
Yeah,
Turtle.
so we were way on the other side of
Okay.
the lake from Dirty Turtle.
Going into probably the river going up to the dam, right?
Yep.
What was that other bar? Was it Danny's or not Danny's? There was a crazy one.
There's this will really piss me off until
Or
I
there was a
figure it out.
campground around it or something.
Yeah, so the campground's over here, Dirty Turtle's over here, and then
Yeah.
there was a bar right over here. We were like in that channel over there.
Okay.
Fuck, this is gonna bug me.
I forgot what it was. We went
Rich,
there.
do you know?
I have no idea what the fuck you guys talking about right
It's up in
now.
Wisconsin. It's by the Dells.
Is it?
It's really good fishing because there's
Yeah.
all kinds of species of fish. I mean, you can catch anything out of that body of water.
Yeah.
We used to load up white bass and perch
Really?
and walleye.
Walleye,
Sounds like a place I need to go though.
Yeah.
That's for damn
There's
sure.
good muskie in there too. You just really got to know how to fish it, for the muskie. But a lot
Yeah.
of them in the dam, or guys usually catch them in the current off the river
Really?
from the dam.
Yeah.
But I love that lake. I mean, the water's dirty, but
Yeah.
we always caught a ton of fish up there.
Really?
Always caught a lot of fish.
That's
you know.
cool.
And some
That
good
is
ones
cool.
too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I went there till I was like 18, 19 to when I didn't have to go anymore. It was the place was crazy haunted and scared the fuck out of me. Yeah,
Really?
so my wife went there once and she said never again, and we slept with the lights on, and we left the next day.
You guys sold it?
No, so it was my grandparents' place.
Yeah.
When they passed away, they sold it.
Yeah.
And I haven't been up there at all since.
It's a great area. Great
Yeah.
area. Good people up there
I think
too.
what that fucking
well.
place is called.
So do you drink B.O.B.?
No, I used to. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. What happened with that? Like, do you just don't choose not to drink no more? I mean, was it just
I got
you
sober when I
occasionally?
was 23.
Really?
So 2010, yeah.
Yeah. So you were hitting it hard.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hitting it hard. Yeah, I was a maintenance drinker, so I was drunk around the clock,
Really?
whether I wanted to be or not. Because if I stopped drinking, you go into withdrawals immediately.
Really? So it's like every day from the moment you wake up, you would
Yeah.
be on the
You woke
bottom.
up drinking?
Yeah.
What-
Well, you'd wake up shaking essentially. So to like pour a glass, you'd be like going like this.
But then after you had it, you
You
down,
calm
right?
out a little bit. Yeah, you
Yeah.
throw up a little bit and you feel better.
Really? What were you drinking? Whiskey? What were you drinking? Like
So whiskey was my thing, yeah. And then
what kind?
Whatever.
It
I
didn't
like
matter.
Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
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 You don't like it?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm just saying.
I like
just-
the little fucking wax. It's fun. It's always different.
It is different. It is
Yeah.
cool. It's cool how they dip the bottles. I enjoy them.
Yeah, I drank whiskey, and then one of the many times I was hospitalized, I
You were
remember.
hospitalized from it.
Oh, dude, so many times. Yeah. Yeah.
Like how
so,
many? Like if you were to say how many times you're
Like
hospitalized.
why were you hospitalized? I guess that's maybe. a dumb
I
question,
had
but-
so most people get sober, because of like family reasons or whatever, health reasons. If it's health reasons, it's generally like your liver shuts down or other parts shut
Yeah.
down, or mine was my esophagus was giving up. So I had all these little cuts, I guess you could say, like in my, it's called esophageal hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
And so when the veins in your neck just burst, you just bleed out in minutes. There's no stopping it. So I realized there was a problem with that when I was throwing up blood every single morning.
Oh,
And it
wow.
wasn't like I was only throwing up blood. There was just a lot of blood in my puke because I threw up every morning.
Really?
Yeah.
How long did you go through this phase?
I started drinking like a drunk probably when I was like 19. So 19 to
yeah.
23. So I went to rehab. I think I went to 9 rehabs. And I tried to get sober like 12 times. So like
Really?
I tried to do it without rehab.
So your 4 years, you were like hard.
I was having fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
A little
but-
too much fun, but
yeah.
Is,
So
is that where'd you meet Chris?
uh, Chris was one of my first like sponsors in recovery.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think I remember you remember
Yeah.
that. So like that's I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like life always just like intermingles and like paths
Things
are
happen for a
taken. Like
reason.
things happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
you were on this path of destruction.
Yeah.
19 years old to 23 years old, you're fucking drinking. How many times you go to the hospital? I mean, how many times you probably almost killed yourself from drinking?
I don't even know how many times I went to the hospital. I just know
that many.
Yeah, I would have to like ask my parents. They
Wow.
would, they had to live through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I do know that one of the times I was there, whiskey came up, and it was specifically like doctor's like, "What do you drink?" And I said whiskey,
Yeah.
and he said, I remember it clearly. He said, "You're gonna die unless you give up the whiskey." So
Yeah.
I took that at face value, and I just switched to vodka. Like, and I wasn't like, that's truly what I did. And it was what's that shitty vodka that comes in the plastic bottle?
Skull.
Yeah, it was Skull. That's what it was. Yeah.
That is so bad.
Yeah. No, it was good. I mean, like it was so. But yeah, that's what I did, and I noticed no different from my physical health. Like there was no like he was wrong. So finally, like I was dating a girl at the time, and I threw up as I did every morning, and there was a lot of blood, and then I just didn't flush the toilet, and she freaked the fuck out. She was like, "There's blood in the toilet," and I was like, "There's blood in the toilet every morning," And yeah, that was pretty much the end.
That's how
Really?
you finally quit.
No, I finally quit when I realized like I was going to die, and
Yeah.
it was do I? For me, it was the path to getting sober was just as terrifying as never drinking again.
Yeah.
But a little part of me wanted to keep living.
Yeah.
And it was just a weird dark place where I had to just say, fuck it, I'm done. You
Yeah.
know, because every time I quit, I would tell myself I'm done, but 99% of me was done, and that 1% was what fucked me up every single time.
Really?
And ever since I've been good, the only thing that's ever like not stifled my sobriety, but the only thing that I've ever thought of is when they legalized weed. I remember being like, "Holy shit, you can just walk into a place and be like, I'm trying to work on this art. Do you have any weed for art? You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like, I'm a comedian. Like, do you have any like funny like?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. Other
Did
than
you did you get on the weed or
when I was like,
sober?
no,
No.
I've never. No, it's
Really?
been-
Okay.
the only time I've been high in sobriety is just for surgeries,
Yeah. Oh,
which
for
I look forward to. Like anytime my doctor's like, "We might have to do surgery," I'm like, "Great, when can we do it?" You know. So
so
like,
at 23 you sobered up completely, or is
yeah,
it 23? Yeah.
Besides surgeries, so
Yeah. Besides, yeah.
I look forward to them so much. Like I have ear tubes. I'm 39. I still get ear tubes put in every single year because I get ear infections.
Yeah.
When they fall out, it's like a birthday. Like my left one just fell. I'm literally going to the doctor Wednesday or Thursday, and I pray to Christ that it's out. Because that means I got a little bit of propofol, and it's gonna be
Really?
fun.
Damn.
Why did you got ear tubes?
I just get ear infections a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were
So
you
put
were
the
you
ear tube
premature?
to avoid the infection, correct or no?
Yeah, so it equalizes pressure on both sides.
It,
of
help,
the
it,
ear.
hel- it helps to drain because my one daughter Catalina,
Yeah.
she has the ear tubes because she's a preemie, right? Were you
Yeah.
a preemie or
2 pounds 7 ounces.
dude? No,
Yeah,
that's how big my daughter was.
2 pounds 7.
I swear to, I think it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
My daughter was
What's
the
your
That's
same
daughter?
way.
What do you-
Catalina, the one that's got the glasses.
Yeah.
I think it's the same exact weight.
You
Yeah.
guys want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
My wife, that's upstairs,
Yeah.
was born a pound.
What?
Was born 1 pound. and
I got
she
a
lived.
drink. We should get a drink going.
Fuck.
1 pound?
We're
really?
not.
She was born 1 pound.
That's insane.
My wife's actually a miracle.
Yeah.
She wasn't supposed to live.
That's
Jesus Christ.
that's crazy.
Yep. And my daughter was born premature too, but she was 5 pounds. But whatever.
Yeah.
But no, my wife wasn't supposed to live.
Yeah,
1
Wow.
pound.
That's wild.
Yep.
So then you sober up at 23, and then obviously you met Chris because of it, and then you guys, when did you start that business? 2020. So
yeah.
how many years was after that at 23? What years did you start Sunrise?
What?
like after you got sober.
Yeah,
and you
so it
met
would have
Chris,
been like
so
10
what-
years.
10 years after
Yeah.
you got sober, and 10 years after you met Chris, you end up starting that business.
Yeah, so Chris was not around. So like I got sober
Mhm.
cuz I would have met Chris in '07 or something when I started to try to get sober, and he did as well.
Yeah.
And then he I mean, he doesn't give a shit what I say. So he went to prison,
Yeah.
and that's what sobered him up, was, you know, being in prison.
Yeah. So he was having the same type of issues, but how did he sponsor you? How does someone sponsor someone that's
Well, we were both sober in like
Yeah, at the
08
time.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And he was. I remember one time I called him all fucked up, pretending I was like sober, and he was also fucked up pretending he was sober. And I was telling him like, dude, I'm like ready to like sponsor guys, chair meetings and shit. And he was like, I think you are too, brother. I think you are too. And then I saw him at a meeting like a few months after that. And he looked terrible. It was like noon. We were indoors, and he just had sunglasses on. And I was like, this guy's gonna die.
yeah.
Because you know Chris now. He was 95. I don't know. He was so tiny.
I know I see some of the he looked like
Yeah.
fucking Eminem.
Yeah.
Like a skinny ass Eminem over the tracks.
yeah.
Is he still drinking or no? He's
No,
he's
he's
completely sober.
Yeah, he's got rage, but he's sober.
Yeah, he's got that internal
I
rage.
can see that.
But no, it's just crazy how like I always picture like life and the stories and the things, and it's like what happened to you, right? You went through this whole thing. You got hard times. You end up meeting Chris. You guys like best friends, and you guys end up starting this fucking business later down the road that's like super successful. I mean, like that's the American dream right now. Everyone goes through trials. Everyone has mishaps and problems in their life and deals with bullshit, and everyone's got circumstances. And
But that's what we talked about, I think, on a couple episodes before, though. We always try to turn tragedy into something really good.
tragedy and triumph.
You know, and obviously Bob went through it, you know, and look what he did.
But
you
like,
know?
look at people. People give up in life.
Right.
And that's like that's the thing is I always loved your guys' story is that I'm like that's another story about just resilience.
Yes.
People
Right.
like, hey man, you don't know, you think it's the end of the world, you're just in
Right.
this dead end job, you're just fucking miserable in life, and you know things just happen.
Yep.
You just got to trust in God.
But you make them happen.
Yeah. Well, they did,
You're right.
and they both made it happen. I always think that's really cool. That's like you guys didn't come from money. You guys didn't come from fucking these nice backgrounds. You guys were both, you know, had plenty of issues. You guys turned it around, and now you're super successful.
I mean, most of the sober guys I know are successful. You know, if they have some time under their belt for whatever reason, like a good sober drunk makes
Yeah.
an amazing salesman, makes an
Yeah.
you know good lawyer, and so I don't know. My whole life is dependent on the fact that I was an alcoholic. You know, that's how I
Yeah.
met Chris. That's how I met my wife.
It molded who you are today.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like everything's dependent on, you know, like
Yeah.
the butterfly. I mean,
Yeah.
if I didn't do one thing differently, I wouldn't be sitting here, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
And you
yeah,
also,
I wouldn't know you. I wouldn't,
yeah, it's true.
you know, if I wasn't as deep into MMA, I wouldn't know you. So everything
Yeah.
is super dependent on everything I've ever done and every decision I've made. You
Yeah.
know? So
It's just cool how life just kind of blends because you guys have all made my life better or brought joy to my life, and it's just crazy how it's just like you look back and where you were, and people think you know it's the end of the world type shit, or you're just going through these rough patches and rough times, but you don't know where life's gonna take you.
No, I agree. And I think, you know, all the trials and tribulations that we've all been through, and then everybody says, you know, shit to me. You're older now. You're older now. Would you do anything differently? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do anything differently. But now I realize what life has given me, and I've gone through it, and you know, now I know how to be smarter and better and all that. And from what you've been through, you know, it just everything takes time.
Yeah,
you know,
it
and,
really
you
does.
know,
And like also, I know you mentioned it in your opening is you're a comedian. Hit me with a joke, bro.
hit you with a joke.
Hit me with a fucking joke.
you do stand up.
Comedians love that, man. You know, like that's our one thing is
It's like
Stand up.
for fun. Yeah, I've been doing improv comedy professionally for 10 years almost.
professional.
Around here.
Yeah, around here I'll travel a little bit. Yeah.
You went to Minnesota, right? You go to
Yeah, I was in Minnesota, Hawaii, Florida, Seattle, and so I'll perform now if there's some money in it, and
they pay you obviously for it.
Yeah, and if it seems fun, like if somebody said, "Do you want to go to Gary to go perform?" I probably wouldn't do that, but I'll go if it seems fun and the other comedians I'll be with are cool, then I'll go for sure.
Yeah,
so you probably met some cool people doing it.
Yeah.
So it's fucking hit me with a joke, bro.
Yeah, a lot of cool people though.
Yeah, exactly.
Comedy.
Yeah, comedy's been fun. Comedy's been the one thing that, like, I've realized over the years, it's as close. The dopamine you get from having a good show is better than any dopamine hit I ever got from drunk. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's that's what you chase.
So you go on that stage and you just like
I feel way better than I felt when I was drinking, for sure. 100%.
Like you kill the set and you just like this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's way better.
That's cool. Do you get nervous?
No, not anymore.
No.
I did. Oh, for sure. Like I used to throw up and be pacing in the green rooms, and you get to a point where, for most people, I think it goes away. I'm sure it's like fighting, where some people still get as nervous as the first time.
Yeah.
But once that confidence comes and you realize, like, I'm here to make them laugh and show them a good time, like, it sort of goes away.
Yeah.
If I do a venue I've never done before around comedians I don't know, I might get a little nervous on the drive over. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you get that first big laugh, you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get a bigger laugh this next time." You know, you're just chasing.
So what do you kind of like do joke wise? Like what's your kind of target?
So you're saying if I'm doing like stand up?
Yeah, if you're doing stand up and you're just gonna kind of.
How long is your set? I have to ask that.
So for improv comedy, it's generally 40 minutes to an hour. If I'm working on material, you know, like my phone is just filled with material, and it's mainly just stories and true stories, you know, that most comedians won't tell you, but most comedy is a true story, but there's, you know, filler in there, and there's some lies in there, and there's embellishment. But for me, most of my stuff is true. It's just a lot of my comedy is health-based, you know?
So you just tell stories about...
Yeah, and it works.
So tell me a story.
You probably make fun of yourself, don't you?
I do, but I've just... Dude, I don't know if it was because I was premature or what, but every part of my body's fucked up. Like, every part of my body, from my head to my toe. I have a doctor for literally every... Like, if I just look at you, I have an ear guy, a nose guy, an ENT guy. I have a dick guy. I have an ass guy.
What do you know what's wrong with my dick?
It's great. But I have a doctor for, like, every appendage of my body. I have a hand. My hands are different sizes. Like, I have... That
is a small hand.
It's... Well, just this guy.
I know, dude. I wanted to pay you to hold it, and so I could take pictures.
Sick motherfucker.
But so I have a doctor for everything, and I see them all. And
so you got a lot of like health issues type shit, or is it just more mental?
Yeah. No, not mental. It's all real physical shit.
Okay.
You know, like I have a.
You
dick
think
doctor.
you pertain that to being a premier or no?
I don't know. Some of it, yeah. But other stuff is just like I have a lung doctor. Because I have a lung disease, and I don't think that has anything to do with being premature.
No.
You know, but I still got that guy, you know?
Yeah.
What lung disease you got?
It's called sarcoidosis.
Yeah.
I have it, and I don't quite know what it is. When you, it's super, super rare for someone my age, and super, super rare for white guys. When you Google it, it's just an old black lady in pain. Like, that's the picture of.
Really?
Yeah. So to be when I got diagnosed, the doctor was like, I mean, you're a young white guy. You'll be all right. You know, and then you Google and it's like death within days or something. Really? Not literally, but you know, most people.
Are you part black or?
Yeah, I think I'm like an old black lady. Yeah, it seems like it, right? So I don't know. So most of my comedy, is health based.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The funny stories. I just had a hand in my ass literally the other day. I'm right. I'm 39. I mean like a couple of the fingers. I didn't ask him how many it was, but
your doctor likes you, huh?
This guy does.
So he told you to bend over, pull down your pants.
Yeah. So
next thing you know, you felt you seen two hands on the table, And you're
My
like,
hands, right?
No, his hands.
How would he have? Oh, he was fucking me. Okay, yeah. No, I have prostatitis right now. I'm 39 and my prostate's inflamed.
Really? So he had a.
Yeah, he went in there. We had a good time, and he said, I've had it done a few times, and the one doctor.
So this just happened on your birthday?
They take you out
This
for
happened
dinner
last Sunday, so a week from yesterday.
Okay.
But I've been to a doctor for this in the past, and he walked in, he was like, hello, we're going to play a little game. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's going to be called pain or pressure. Okay, I'm going to touch your prostate, and you tell me whether that hurts or if it's a little bit of pressure. Dude, it was all pain. Like, it wasn't like, it was bad.
That's weird.
Have you guys had prostate?
I haven't let no one touch my ass.
Let's do it. Let's check it out.
Hang on, I'm
That's
going
a
to
whole
go get a
different thing.
cucumber upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16 inch. We're
Get
going
the
to
fuck
get a
outta
test
here.
on Rich. He'll be fine.
And then, so there's that. Trying to think what else is really bad about my body. So this is because I was premature. I have strictures.
What's that?
Urethra strictures. So like
That's your
scar,
dick
it's
hole,
scar
right?
tissue.
Yeah, it's your dick hole,
You're
yeah.
right, buddy.
I was thinking, like,
No,
what
you
the
got
fuck's
it.
a urethra?
So I have like millimeter-sized scar tissue in my urethra, and it just makes the urethra. My dick is great. I'll prove
No.
it. The urethra like has a little bit of scar tissue to it, which is fine normally. But we were like trying to have kids, and there was issues with that. So I saw a urologist, and then he was like, "I can't deal with this. Go see a dick doctor or whatever." I don't remember what he said, but it was essentially go see a dick doctor. So that was we go in there, and he's like, we go over everything, and then he said, "You'll have to come back next month and come with a full bladder. Off you go." But he didn't tell me that like the next time that I went there, he took a camera and stuck it in me. And so
In your hole, dick hole.
yeah.
Ooh.
So I've had this done multiple times. And my wife was in the room too. So it was terrible. So I don't remember what they call it, but there's a TV. So he's like looking at the TV and they clamp it down, the penis. And so
Oh my God.
they clamp it in there, and then they take this, I don't know, barbed wire or something. It was brutal.
Oh, come on.
But it was
man.
literally larger than
The
a
dick hole.
catheter. No, it was
Oh
larger
my
because it was a
God.
camera. So, and then he's like, he just goes for it. And he's like, isn't that cool? Like what that looks like up there? And it was so bad. And
I'm wincing right now. How?
My ass
so
will
then
just-
he was,
or my dick
so
will-
that's when I found out like, okay, there's a few millimeters of scar tissue. And
Yeah, from fucking jamming a camera in your dick hole.
yeah.
Where has this conversation gone?
So he
This is
said,
insane.
he told me, you got a little bit, let's widen it a little bit. So then he's
Oh
like,
my
we're going to
God.
schedule you for the surgery. Not a big deal. We're just going to stick larger and larger rods into your urethra until it like widens up a little
Oh
bit.
my God.
Yeah. So we do that, and it's great. And I come to
What?
I come to just out. The first thing I said is, I have to piss. And I was in like the recovery room, and I guess I just pissed all over the floor, and it was just.
Oh. So like they they really widen your dick hole.
No, you make it sound like I have a small penis. It's
No,
the
I'm not.
urethra,
I'm not. First
Richard.
of all, I'm not making. First of all, if you say penis, it's probably small. It's a dick.
It's great. I'll show you. So it's
thank
just the urethra. So they did the surgery or procedure or whatever, and then I had to catheter myself 3 times a day for 3
I
months.
remember you telling me this, dude.
Yeah.
I would just die. I would die. It's over for me.
You know what
End
sucks
it.
is you get super used to it. It's a process that like after time you just grab it and you just go in and go out and
Just fucking no, man. Thank God. So where else, like comedy wise, when are you performing again?
this time of year is rough, man, for a couple of reasons. One, when it's nice out, people don't want to go to comedy clubs as much.
Yeah. Well, winter.
So-
we're about to get in the winter months.
Yeah. So I'll start performing again more and start putting my
You do
availability
clubs
out
around here?
there. Yeah.
Chicago Improv, any of that? shit?
Yeah. So I used to have a contract with a comedy club in Aurora
Okay.
for years. That's where I started.
Yeah.
But in the contract, it was 30 or 40 or 50-mile radius that we couldn't venture away from. And they were smart. They knew that, hey, we couldn't go to the big
Yeah.
3 in the city. So when that place closed down, I jumped ship and went and started linking up with comedians at Second City and IO and Annoyance and all the places in Chicago that are well known. And then a bunch of the comics that I worked with at the old club started their own smaller, like, not venues, but they would get us gigs and stuff like that. And then a few of them did start their own comedy clubs.
Yeah.
And that would be like long term. What I want to do is once.
So you didn't have an agent, right?
No, I've never taken it that seriously. I have friends that are getting bigger and getting big names. Their life is a grind every single day, and that's just not what I want. When I started, I was 29. I was pretty much past the age where, like, hey, I'm gonna make something out of this, you know, maybe, but that's
you do
never
it for fun.
Yeah, it's never intrigued me that much to do that. I would rather be home and have a business, you know. Because if I was to ever, like, hey, what would your dream job be? It wouldn't be to do like arenas doing stage. It would be to be on SNL, and I was. When I started,
what is your dream
way
job?
too fucking old. SNL would have been like a dream job when I was a kid.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you find out just how hard that is to do SNL. Like, you're working nonstop, which is why cocaine was so prevalent in the 80s and 90s on SNL. You know,
it's a hell of a drug.
I can't do that anymore, though. You know.
Yeah, no, you just save it for me.
Yeah. So it's just not my thing. It's just not. It was never. So no, I've never had an agent. I never would. It's just not. I started too old, and I can accept that and be cool with that. You know.
But that's cool that you like to have fun with it, and you're probably good at it, and it's something you could lay back on and enjoy.
For sure, yeah. So like I said, that would be the long term goal is as soon as Sunrise gets sold off or whatnot.
So you plan on selling it eventually?
Eventually, yeah. Private equity, something like that.
Okay. So you're trying to like just grow it to a certain point and then
once we
sell
get to
it for $100 million or something.
Yeah, once we have like a set number of here's what we'll sell for.
Retire. Retire.
Yeah, I'd like to open a comedy club, like in the Burbs.
Really?
Yeah, just
Maybe move to Japan.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I'll come with you.
I mean, the thing about comedy club, like, I would have to be very set financially because I'm not gonna make a fucking dollar.
Yeah.
Like, you don't. Comedy clubs aren't like a get rich quick scheme by any means.
Yeah.
If I started a comedy club instead of Sunrise, I'd be broke. I just would be,
Yeah.
I've seen people do it,
but
I've done a lot of shows over the years at what's that place called? It's at Ski Hill and shit. I thought one of you guys would be like, oh, that. No, it's in Lyle.
Yeah.
But it's
now
like
you're talking about Villa Olivia.
Yeah. What's that bar called?
It's Moretti's.
Is it?
No, it used to be. It was a country bar before. It's off of Lake Street.
Cadillac Ranch.
Yes.
I was a bouncer there.
It used to be Cadillac Ranch, but now
Yeah,
it's
so no,
Moretti's.
I'm thinking of something totally different then.
Yeah.
But either way,
Villa Olivia was the one off of Lake.
Yeah, but it wasn't. The Villa Olivia wasn't a bar. It was just
No, it was the ski resort
Yeah.
right next to the bar.
Yep.
yeah.
It was down the street.
Yeah.
Either way, there's some bar around that I've done a lot of shows at, and it's probably holds 500 people, the same.
Yeah.
And when we do shows, it's packed out.
Dude, let me know about some of those venues because I would love to some that like can hold a cage, a ring, or whatever. That
Villa Olivia. No, I know what you're talking about. No,
Yeah.
I'm giving you wrong info.
Yeah.
No, I come to see your comedy.
Yeah.
I like to laugh.
Yeah, we got to go next time. So
I like to laugh.
Oh.
But now I think now it's prime time. Prime time's coming. It's deer season. Scrapes are starting to happen. Started moving cameras, and we're starting to get some pictures of some really, really good ones. Weather's been kind of fucked up right now, but we need a drop in temperatures. But I've changed cameras in the last week or two, and I have got a couple. I think I got a tree pack of really, really good ones. So-
do you hunt it all, Bob?
No, I got questions. What is scrapes?
Okay, so a scrape.
Just jump in and ask questions.
No, I got
So
like
a deer,
loaded
what
up.
happens is an
Everything.
overhanging branch, okay, usually on an edge of field, or sometimes in the timber. The deer will rub their orbital gland on their face, on it, and their horns, and they'll piss in it and move all the leaves in the ground. They make a big, some are small, some are bigger, but they're marking their territory and saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Gotcha.
Okay. So it's a communal thing. Does will come to it. Bucks will come to it. They're communicating with each other. It's a communication thing. But when you start seeing that, that means within a couple weeks, 2 to 3, 4 weeks, that the deer are going to start rutting. So when I say rut, what happens is
Fuck.
yes, pretty much.
Okay.
The buck's got a hard on. They're
Yeah.
going around trying to fuck every doe. They can.
Yeah.
Okay. Once they breed her, if they don't, whatever, they'll move on to the next one. So that's the time you really want to be in the woods. Is like November is my favorite time to take time off of work. And everybody says, "Oh, what week should I take off?" Or it's hard. Weather has a lot to do with it. The less daylight we have, I think, charges them into it a little bit. And then every farm is different. Everybody says, "Oh, this area is hot on a rut." It might be, but your farm might be different because your does hasn't come into estrus. Okay. Which means they're hot. They're ready to breed. So now at the end of October, they're starting to scrape now. So now what I will do is change my cameras and start putting them on scrapes. So I can take more inventory of the bucks that I want to kill. Okay, you don't really want to kill the younger bucks. You want to watch them age and get older. So you want to watch them prime. Usually a buck from 5.5 to 7.5 will have his best structure, best horns. He's fully mature. After 7.5, 8.5, they go down. They'll usually keep the same frame, but they'll go down. They'll shrink a little bit with age. As we get older. But now I'm moving, and now I'm really getting jacked because now I'm starting to see some really, really good deer. And I'm really, really excited. That's my favorite time to hunt.
Like you have property or something that
Yeah. I got a farm about 300 acres in central Illinois that I've been hunting for over 40 years.
Gotcha.
And I put a lot of time into it. I'm there all the time. It's basically my second home. But I love the science of it, like watching deer grow. Okay. That's him, and watching them every year. And then you get to the time where you want to kill them. And half the time we don't. Because it's hard to kill a big buck. It's not easy, And last year we had EHD, which was a disease. We had a drought year that killed a lot of deer. We had a 175-inch deer that I watched for the last 3 years die from disease, which sucked,
And then so then we're in Billy's like, "Hey, this fucking deer died." So like we take the little side by side and drive over to the deer. And I'm like, man, I kind of want those fucking horns, like I want a pair of antlers. And Billy takes a fucking like a little saw and a mini axe.
I called the DNR though and got a salvage tag.
Yeah,
You gotta get a salvage tag.
Yeah, he got a salvage tag. But then he fucking hacks off this thing's head, and I'm like watching him do it. And I'm like standing from, I don't know, probably 5-6 feet back. I'm like, oh my God, it's disgusting. I'm like about to throw up. And he's like, Billy's just sitting there with a mouthful of tobacco, like, God, it stinks. As he's chopping off this fucking deer's
Because of
head.
disease or because it's been there for so long, or do they always sting?
No,
Well, I mean, it was rotten. I mean, it was dead for what, a few weeks now? Or?
No, it was only dead for a couple days.
A couple
but when
days,
they get
okay.
the AHD, a coyote won't even eat them.
Yeah, so
No.
I was right. I said, is it the disease?
Yeah, it's the disease. The animals
I
won't
don't
touch them. Like a coyote eats everything.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
won't even fucking touch them. They get eats by maggots, the turkey vultures and shit like
Yeah.
that. Nothing will touch them because they're diseased.
Wow.
I mean, talk about smell.
Yeah,
I mean, you could smell them ways away.
Yeah.
That was so funny because I was like,
And he was disgusted.
I was like, I gotta help out here, and I'm like, no, I don't want him that bad. Like, Jesus, like hell no. I honestly moved to about 10, 15 feet back because it was wrench. I mean, it would fucking make your fucking pubes curl.
Yeah.
I mean, it
More.
just smelled like death. I mean, just
Yeah.
horrible. And I had to
Yeah.
clean the whole head, so I boiled him 3 or 4 times, cleaned all the meat
Yeah.
off his head.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not letting this thing go to waste because, we really enjoy deer hunting, and I really do respect the animal. I mean, a lot of us hunt for meat, but obviously you want some horns. You want,
Yeah.
put a trophy on your wall. I mean, and trophy's different for everybody.
Yeah.
You might shoot a small 10-pointer, it doesn't matter. It's what you enjoy and what you think is a trophy to you. You might go out and shoot an 8-pointer, and that's what makes you happy. Well, God bless. And I'll be right by your side and be happy for you and help you drag it out and all that. The key to it is having a smile on your face, and having an experience with the boys.
great memories.
And that's priceless. But now it's time. So within the next,
Real quick, So, because I just got into this last year.
Yeah.
Estrus is when the bitches are in heat.
Correct.
That only happens once a year.
Correct. Yes.
So it only happens pretty much in this time of November.
Yes. That's why November is key.
Okay.
Like if anybody has weddings or any family parties, yeah, fuck you. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm in the woods.
Yeah.
I don't want to be anywhere else but the woods. Thank God my wife's cool with it, and lets me do my thing. But I'm fucked if I'm not there.
Yeah.
I need to be there to give myself that chance because it's very, very hard to kill a big buck.
Yeah.
Very hard. But you got to put in the time. It's just like you with the sunrise, right? Work. We all work hard, right? You got to put in the time with anything like you with the fighting. You put in the time. You have to put in the time to do it. You have to be there. If you're not, you can't kill them from your couch. Everybody says that, So it makes my probability go up every time I'm sitting.
Yeah.
So if I don't see any deer one day, maybe the next day I might see a few more. You never know when that big son of a bitch is going to show up.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate this year, a couple properties around us, there's no one hunting them now. So who knows what the hell is going to show up this year.
Yeah.
And I'm getting them on cams. Got some really good ones. And this year the summer sucked. We usually get inventory in summer of deer. The camera sucked. I haven't seen a lot of big deer. I'm like, fuck. From the HD, I'm like, I'm worried. I'm worried about this.
It's a disease. I told you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is. The disease sucks.
Yeah.
It's only November though. Like December, they're out of heat.
No, what happens if a doe doesn't get bred in November? Okay, say she's in heat. If a buck doesn't breed her, 28 days, she will come back into heat.
Until she gets pregnant.
Until she gets pregnant.
So that's how they're designed.
Yes.
Is that deer everywhere in the world or on that same November?
No.
Okay.
It's different all over, but the
Yeah.
whitetails in North America. So like
Okay.
in southern states, the rut is later because of the heat and the
Yeah.
weather and all that. And the
So it's like
daylight
they
activity.
come in to fruition
Yes.
and they will stay in heat until they get knocked out.
48 hours. That buck will stay with her from 24 to 48.
No, I'm saying like, 'cause he just wants to bang her down.
Correct.
Treat her like a hoe and then go to the next.
Correct.
I get that.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like that female deer will continue to be in heat until she gets pregnated.
No, she'll stay in heat for 48 hours like she's hot.
Yeah.
Then she will not be hot. And then she'll do her own thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What she does is she kicks off her kids. Like maybe she have one fawn or two fawns or three fawns, whatever. She'll kick them off when she's in the rut or when she's in heat.
Because
She'll kick them off. She'll get a
So get out of here.
Yeah,
bitch.
Mama's gonna.
yeah. Mom will get rid of them, and then the buck will hopefully breed her. If he doesn't, she will come back into heat 28 days later. And they say the yearlings, like a deer that's born
So
this
she
year.
hold on. So she comes back in. Sorry to interrupt. She comes back in heat 28 days later, right?
Yes.
And then what happens if she don't get knocked up again? She comes back in heat 28 days later, or
No,
she only
no.
got 2 shots?
No, it's only 2 shots.
Really? What's the fucking science behind it?
Sometimes they say whatever, but they always say there's a second rut. And I've seen it. I've seen it happen,
okay.
But that's why you need to be in the woods in November and
Because you
December.
just don't know when it's going to really pop off.
You never know. That's why you have to be there in November and watch your herd. Stay on top of it with the cameras. Be out there, see what's going on, and you'll realize what's going on. And like sometime, like 2 years ago, I was on the spot. I saw 25 bucks. I had a hot doe in my area, circling my stand. It was on a big oak flat.
She wanted you to come fuck her.
Yeah, but they were all small bucks. I didn't shoot anything.
You about to get in there and make some
Yeah.
better cats, dear.
I ain't into BCL. No, but just to have that experience and see all those deer, I didn't kill anything. But I walked out of that stand, I went back to the truck and was talking to all the guys, and a couple of them shot deer or whatever. I was like, dude, you have no idea what I just experienced. I didn't kill anything,
Yeah.
but I saw a shit ton of deer, It was awesome. Like, I'm not going to be successful every time I do it, but
No.
I'm trying to observe. I'm trying to figure it out, try to figure out the pattern with the cameras, with what I'm doing and where I'm setting. And then eventually I might get that chance to kill that big son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So it's just like fighting. You hunt you're hunting someone down, right? You
Hunting humans.
Yeah, you check film. You watch their fights. You watch this. You watch that, right? I mean,
becomes more obsessive. And then it was funny when I was like an amateur, like I would know what type of beer they drink. Shit, I know what type of underwear they got, their girlfriend's name. I know more about them than they knew about themselves. Because I was that type of crazy. I'd hang their picture up. And that was like more when I was like an amateur. And then as I got wiser in the game, and like I realized, I'm like, dude, Rich, you're a bad motherfucker. Like, you just need to be the best motherfucker there is. Like, that's it. Like, watch a little film, understand what your opponent likes to do. But, like, the whole focus became, I just have to be me.
Yeah.
Like, I have to be that psychopath that comes into that ring.
See, now you need to turn
That's
that
what it
like
is.
how you are with fighting, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to help you with hunting. You need to turn that into a hunting situation,
Yeah.
you know, and be that same way as far as hunting is concerned.
That's
You know,
it. It's
you
like
gotta focus
it's like
on
that's
that.
what you need. You need to start hunting and think about hunting like it were alcohol.
Are you me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, you know, that whatever, or like a business. It's like anything. It's like, you know, the time you put in,
Yes.
you have to put in the fucking hours. That's it.
I thought you just go out there and shoot. I'm learning.
No, you don't.
Everything
There's
there-
not, that's like
so
everybody
so I mean, like, and honestly, I kind of thought it was like, I mean, I've only this is my second year, so I'm not a fucking genius, but dude, honestly, I thought like that too. Like, you kind of just go out there and you fucking get a deer. Like, we went out. Was it last weekend before?
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
So with Titus, and Titus is a fucking, that kid's a fucking hillbilly. I don't know where he got it from, but he can hunt and fish like no one's business.
Yeah.
He smokes most me for sure, but he gets so many opportunities. I went out there and I was with Titus the first night, and we seen that deer. Of course, I'm gonna let my son take the shot. He hit it, but it was a little low. I think he's jerking a little bit. We got to work on his just being a little more calmer. But then after that, for like the next 2.5 days, I didn't see a fucking single deer.
Yeah.
Billy, I personally think, sends me to the wrong spots because he doesn't want me to kill his big deers, But it's besides the point. But that's.
Well, I take a shit at the spot you're gonna go to.
but that's part of hunting, though.
What does Titus shoot?
Titus, he was shooting a crossbow, and he was also shooting a shotgun.
He was
Yeah.
shooting my son's 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Scope. Yeah.
So, and he had just, man, he got to work on calming his breath, and like I think he's at that moment where he's just getting so excited, and he's just not controlling that because, what helped me kill my first deer is, when you're going to a fight and you're about to fight in front of thousands of people, in front of cameras, lights,
Yep.
you are freaking, and like some people don't. Like, I'm not Russian. I was freaking the fuck. Before, I have 50 plus fights. For every single one of them, I had that talk with myself. What the fuck are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Bro, why are you doing this to yourself? You're going to get embarrassed. You're going to be a highlight reel. And I would sit there and literally pace in the back, and I'm like, all right, just one more. One more. Don't be a bitch. You're not going to fucking pull out now. And I would have this psychotic episode in my own head. I never voiced it. And I'd have this, but you wrestle with it, and you get it, and you do it. And then when you see that deer in front of you, your heart just fucking
Dude,
I mean,
it's
it-
a rush like no other.
and then, like,
adrenaline through the
insane.
roof.
And after I shot, my hand, like, dude, I was sitting there like this, and my hand's just fucking, it won't stop shaking.
Mm.
It was like this crazy
And he shot a doe.
euphoric feeling.
He shot
Yeah,
a small doe, which was fine. Shoot whatever you get your first kill under. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
it was.
But he had that rush
At 40,
just from that.
at 40 plus yards. And I do in the hunting group, because there's
Stop
like
lying,
12
it was
guys.
38 fucking
There
yards.
was 40, 42. But
Bullshit,
I
dude.
do
You're like
have the
typical fucking-
highest percentage
Bob,
Yeah,
Bob,
fucking
do not
ratio.
listen
I
to
do.
your buddy to your
Hey,
right.
hold
Please.
on a
He's
second.
full of
I
fucking
am
shit.
1-1. That's 100% shooting ratio.
Yeah,
Mr.
let's see
Billy
what-
Katz.
Let's see
Do
what you're gonna
fucking
do when
math.
that big motherfucker shows up this
You know,
year.
a lot of people like that. They don't like numbers. It's very common, the liberal trait, actually.
Your friend over there, Bob's a real jagoff. You know that? No, but time is now, and I think anybody that really wants to bow hunt or have a chance of killing a big buck, I think they need to be in the woods now. But you got to get after it. You got to
Yeah.
really, I'll sit all day. Sometimes I'll go in the dark and then bring
Yeah.
a sandwich and a candy bar, and then sit all day and
Yeah.
You know, it's rough.
But that's honestly like why, like, well, obviously his son came and trained by us, but I started liking Mr. Billy Katz because I was like, man, this guy's crazy about hunting, like crazy, and I like people that are that extreme. Yeah, like I grab.
That's why we get along.
You could be fucking knitting, but you could just be like a psychopath in knitting, and I love the intensity or dedication to. It doesn't matter what it is, you know. It's like. You with the slot machines, which we forgot to talk about, but now I know it's off topic, but we're going to go into it. Mm-hmm. I have never witnessed a man, and you would think it's fake, you know, because you watch the videos, you see on the internets.
A lot of that shit is fake.
You know, you think it is. Like, they don't post, but you.
I don't think it's fake. I think that they get free money from the
Yeah, but
casinos,
you motherfucker, you get hand pays like Skittles. You go to the casino.
Now, when you're saying hand pays, what are hand pays?
So it's over $1,200.
Okay.
On the slots. This guy.
Who made up that word?
Hand
pays?
It's
a hand because the security has to come out and give you cash.
If it's over $1,200.
Yeah, that's when taxes kick in.
Okay.
You know, so their first question is taxes or no taxes.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. So like this fucking guy, I'm not like honestly. I've told him multiple times. I want to start a channel and go around and just record him playing slots. Because he has the fucking touch.
So why don't you just quit Sunrise and be a professional?
Dude, there's slot tournaments.
Sell the business now.
Dude, there were slot tournaments in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing.
I don't know, man. You just feel it. You just got to feel it. You don't feel it? Yeah, but
I feel losing money. That's what I feel. I feel like, why am I in this fucking place?
I don't know, man. It's weird because I will admit that I feel luckier than most people when it comes because I'll go with you.
Obviously,
I'll go with even my wife, and she'll get like a month ago. Yeah. She was pissed off. She's like, "I'm fucking over. I don't want." And I said, "We're not leaving until you get a hand pay." And we were there till 1:30 in the morning, and then finally she hit it in the end, and she did pretty good.
How much money did she go down though to hit that hand pay?
She left up.
Okay.
So I don't know how much she spent, but she left. She was up.
That's
she
good.
won like $4 or $5 grand maybe.
So you go to Vegas, Bob?
No,
we gotta go. We're going.
I would.
So why don't you guys go to SHOT Show?
What SHOT Show?
It's the biggest gun and outdoor show in the world. We go every year.
Where's that at?
Vegas.
Yeah.
So there's the biggest gun in SHOT Show, and then there's another convention that weekend.
No, don't mention that.
Okay.
What's the convention?
We're just gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go with God.
It's a concrete convention,
but anyways. Last time Miss Man and I, we go to Rivers. Or no, to Grand Victoria in Elgin. And I get there and Bob's like, "Hey man, what's up? Hey, you wanna I was like, "Hey, how you been doing?" He's like, "I only got one hand pay so far." I'm like, "You fucking this guy's a prick." And I was like, he's like, "You wanna play blackjack?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." He literally is walking by this machine. He must have felt something. His balls must have tingled, because then he goes, "I gotta play this."
Or his urethra.
His urethra, his oversized urethra.
Yeah.
So then,
sorry, Bob.
So then he's like, "I feel this machine right here," and he's like, "I need a minute." So I jump on some bubble crabs, was right next to it. He fucking win like what, 1,100?
I don't remember. It was below a hand pay.
Yeah, it was just below a hand pay, but it was like he's like, "Yeah, I just won $1,100." I'm like, and I'm down like 200 already. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because it does suck to win like $1,300.
Yeah.
Because then you're just sitting and waiting.
Yeah.
And sometimes
so
it's
you have
20,
to pay
30.
taxes on anything over 1,200.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was like 10 G's. No,
it's 1289. I think. I don't know why I think that's the cut or where that number came from. I might just be.
I think
it
it's
might
1200. Yeah, 1201 and up.
Yeah.
But
so
you have to sit there and wait.
Tax ticket.
Well,
they'll either take it out directly or you got to pay it.
Yep.
The following year.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a hand pay, and then so we go play a little, blackjack. And that one woman, she was so angry. That one woman that old Chinese woman. I was like, hey, you gonna be nice to me?
Yeah.
I was like, you gonna be nice to me, and she just she's like snarled at me. I was like, I don't feel this table. And then we went to another one. And then we went and played something else. And this guy, he ended up winning the machine right next to me. Of course, there's a machine right next to me. He won like 4,300.
I don't recall.
I do.
Where were we?
I 100%.
Which game?
Because I played the fucking Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah, Momo money.
I won 800.
Yeah.
Bob wins fucking 4,300.
Well, hey, I gave you the money. You were out of money at that point. And I said, bro, just keep playing,
because
buddy.
you're right. So I fucking ran out of cash because I was I'm
Thank God for Bob. Huh?
I'm poor. So Bob's like, hey, he gave me he's like, here's $100. Like, hey, because he just won. The guy just won like $4,300. Guys up like I don't even know how much. He's like, dude, here's $100. Go ahead, keep fucking playing, you peasant. So I end up hitting like 800 that day. Or it was like 800 or 900 on the Wheel of Fortune machine.
What did you go home with? Were you up? 800?
Yeah, I was up. No, I was up like.
I think feel like you don't spend like a crazy.
I was up like 600. I don't gamble like I do 200-300. I bring 200-300 to the casino. I don't bring much. Yeah. I don't get too crazy.
Well, we were in Chicago 2 weeks ago. Me and my wife at what is that?
Bailey's.
Yeah. And I ended up winning on one machine over and over to the point that there was like a crowd literally forming.
Yeah.
And we had to go to a concert right after that, and they handed me $14,000.
Oh.
And I just had to put
$14,000 on the slot machine.
And so I had to just put it in my pocket.
This fucking guy.
And my wife and I were like, we have to fucking leave here, and then we have to go to the metro. And then we get to the metro, and they're like, empty your pockets. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do that. You know, we were terrified.
Dude, I told them next time call.
CCL? Were you carrying?
No, because they would have checked. You know?
Yeah, I told him, I said, next time if you give me the 4, I would take the 10 and make sure you get it safe. You know, I'll come fucking body.
But when we left the casino, we were like zigzagging around to make sure nobody was following. Like,
that's crazy.
I don't like walking around with that kind of cash.
Well, don't get so lucky all the time.
Yeah, well.
This guy, like honestly, I've been
so Bob,
in the bars.
You now have a personal invite to SHOT Show. You can go with me to the SHOT Show.
Yeah.
I will hand you money.
What casino?
Huh?
What casino?
We usually stay all over, but I like to win Encore.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
Caesar's is free, so.
Caesar's free for you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I bet as much as you fucking get.
Yeah, any Caesar's property.
Let's go.
I'll stay at Caesar's. I don't give a fuck. You got to go to SHOT Show too, Mikey.
Yeah.
We're going this year with the podcast.
Yeah, we went to this guy. Where were you at? Magic Kingdom?
What?
No, where were you?
Disney World?
No, not No, fuck. The Caesar's kicking in. No, you were just at like a kid spot.
Oh, Enchanted Castle, yeah.
Enchanted Castle, and you won a fucking hand pay.
So those slot machines at like
There's
bars.
Slot machines at Enchanted Castle?
Fuck yeah, dude! You don't even have to go in anymore.
I mean, what the fuck is
they
going
pay
on?
out.
What am I doing wrong?
They pay out.
This guy hits him all the time. We'll be on lunch. We were on lunch. This motherfucker be like, yeah, I'm just up 700. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Well, because it could be more. So if I was in a bad mood, it's because like the bonus didn't hit out or something. You know what I mean?
No,
you know what I mean when I say that?
I don't. Life's unfair.
I show up to the slot machine, I get kicked in the balls.
That's me. He got me addicted to these fucking stupid things. And this guy too on his parlays. And you know, this is another thing I'm gonna bring up. And Chris will fucking tell you. This guy, you think you would help his boy out that he's known forever, but Chris don't hit on parlays.
What are you talking about? You?
No, Chris or me. He don't help me out either.
Yeah.
But I haven't known him as long as Chris. You know, Chris calls me all the time. He's like, I fucking lost again. What the fucking Bob just keeps winning.
So if you stop gambling, you could probably go on the buffalo hunt with us.
No, because then you'll be a fucking quitter. And who's a quitter? You're a loser.
You're quitting on hunting, dude.
I'm not quitting on shit.
So let's go kill buffalo in December, bitch. Let's go. We got 3 or 4
If I go hang out with Bob, I'm gonna try to convince Bob. I'm gonna give Bob half my money.
I'll make you a deal.
Say, we're gonna split the slots.
I'll make you a deal. There's slot machines in Kansas where we're going buffalo hunting. So let's go kill some buffalo.
Bro, the largest casino in the world. Did I tell you about this? Where would you think the largest casino in the world is?
For some reason, I have a feeling you're gonna say Kansas.
What do you in the world?
Kansas City.
It is Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Isn't that fucking weird?
You know that show with Sylvester Stallone?
What?
Tulsa King.
Tulsa King. You ever see that?
No.
Oh,
you gotta watch it.
You're missing out.
Dude, Tulsa King's gold. Also, that show, I finished it. It was pretty fucking good.
What?
Third season's
No,
up right
yeah,
Task.
I know.
Task. You finished it?
Yeah, I finished it. Dude, I finished it in like 2 days.
No, because
Task is on HBO.
It ended last
HBO
night.
Max, but there was, 8 episodes, right?
It
Yeah,
ended
I got
last
one
night.
I finished it. Yeah. Oh, speaking about crossing the line, dude. What's up with this fucking? I love this bear right now. It reminds me of that movie I watched back in the day. Shake That Bear.
You ever kill one?
No, I never killed a bear. If I would, I'd use a fucking knife though.
Yeah,
What'd you
sure.
use? What'd you use to kill it?
I shot him with a 338, 378 Weatherby.
Oh, so you used the gun.
Dropped him like a fucking hot
pussy.
case.
1 for 1, right?
No, I've hunted bears with bow and wasn't successful. I've hunted them over bait. And
They just charge you?
no, that'll be another story for another episode. But I've been attacked by I've been charged by water buffalo in Argentina. I've been attacked by black bears. I've been charged by pigs. Yeah, I basically got 9 lives when it comes to hunting.
Really?
But
What life are you on now?
I don't know. That's a good question. But we should probably end it with that. We'll get that in the next episode. But
Okay.
Bob, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks for being on this episode.
Thanks for having
another
me,
great
fellas.
episode.
Yeah, I appreciate
And,
it, dude.
cheers.
I just still don't understand that fucking test, dude.